Stay tuned and let's check out this Disney Plus WandaVision, The Vision. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today, we continue looking at this Marvel Legends Disney Plus inspired wave as we continue to look at the debut of Disney Plus for the MCU, of course, with WandaVision, and it is the White Vision. So is Vision back in the MCU? Sort of. We don't really know. It sort of got left on a cliffhanger, but still, it is Vision all the same. All whited out. Very much inspired from the comics. And yeah, now we have it in figure form for the Captain America Builder wings, of course. And we see a couple of those wings in the box, and Vision all white there with some interchangeable hands. He may vanish on my white background, so I may have to switch that out in a second. But there we have the WandaVision logo on the box. And again, I really love seeing that Disney Plus logo on there as well. But yes, the Vision. There he is on the side as well. On the back, we get another promo image and a little write-up that reads, harnessing the power of density manipulation with computer precision, Vision is a hero who defies the very laws of nature. And then, as always, you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to complete the Captain America Builder wings. And today we're reviewing White Vision. So it doesn't actually call him White Vision on the box, but that's what we are referring to him as. But yeah, very much looking forward to this one. A little mix-up for the shelf. Let's get him open. So here we have Vision out of the box with all of his accessories. And yes, I've had to switch out the white background to the black so we can actually see the White Vision. So of course he comes with some fists. And then of course these Build-A-Figure pieces for Captain America wings. Sam Wilson, Captain America. I'm starting to think they could have fit these in a box because these look very small. But still, these are for the wings for Captain America. Come back once I've reviewed all the figures in this wave. And of course we will end on Sam Wilson's Captain America. Today is about the White Vision. So here's accessories do look a little bit lackluster when you realise it's just a set of fisted hands, but I am glad they included them as these hands don't look very neutral. I like that we can swap them out for a neutral pose, but overall it's a sort of reuse with some new parts on this White Vision. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. As always, we start at the top, and this is a brand new head sculpt for the Vision. I do like it. It's a bit more mean-mugging, a bit more expressionless, if you will. And of course, the Mind Stone has been replaced as well. Hopefully, my white lights ain't too bright on Vision, and it's not blowing them out. But hopefully, you can see some of that nice sculpted detail in there. Of course, all sculpted in one colour, apart from the eyes, which the eyes are a separate colour. And then, of course, the Mind Stone has been replaced as well. But overall, this is a very nice Vision, and compared to the previous one, as you can see, it is a brand new sculpt. So yeah, not just a straight up repaint. Moving down to the body, of course his cape is a separate piece. Let me zoom out just a tiny bit. So you sort of need to line that up to the middle, depending on how you've got imposed. Otherwise it will sort of sit to the side or sit to the side. Because obviously it's not stuck. This is not stuck. This is all a separate piece. So yeah, you need to sort of line that up for posing to make sure it's in the middle. And you can see the nice sort of, I don't know how we say, but basketball type texture on the figure, like literally throughout the figure, with some nice sculpted lines in there as well. And then the only colour difference really are the sort of, I guess you'd call it sort of bone, a creamy sort of colour, just to give it a little bit of contrast against the white body. So we get that sort of on the belt with some mechanics there, on these wrist pads or wrist gauntlets, go all the way down there on the shins as well. So it's sort of like a milky bone sort of contrasting colour. And going back, looking at the source material, there is a little bit of contrast on the Vision's design. So I see what Hasbro were going for. And again, it makes the figure a little bit more interesting to look at as well. His cape is virtually translucent. Like you can see my hand behind the cape. So it's like, yeah, a translucent cape, which I don't think we've seen before. And if I spin it around, sort of looks like a shower curtain, if you will. So this is Vision's shower curtain cape. But there are some sculpted lines in there as well. And of course, you can see through it completely and see the Vision's body. And of course, you can unplug that at the back, and it's just a peg sort of attaching it. So you could detach it completely if you want to. But as I said, some people I've actually seen glue down this front bit, because as you can see how much it sort of sits off the body. See there, literally actually sits off the body. So some people have put a tiny bit of glue on the end of that, then lined it up central, and then put it there, That will limit posing. But if you're a stickler for that being central, then that's the only way you're going to do it, unfortunately. But yeah, overall, there's not much more to say. It's a white Vision, which does have some new sculpt work, of course, some reuse, some new sculpt work. And yeah, the articulation will be in all the right places. But before I show off any of that, let me just see what hands he's got. So these hands do give him a little bit of expression, of course, and they do have a hinge up and down. So you can get Vision in that sort of stop right now Spice Girls pose. So let me zoom in a little bit on that. And the hands are nice enough. Nice big white hands. But he does come with one accessory, which I've already shown, are a set of fisted hands, which is going to work out very nicely if you want to get your Vision versus Vision setups, because you're going to need some fists. So he does exactly that. And if I zoom out as well, you can get him much more of an actual sort of pose when he's got those fists. Like it looks like he's ready for battle or whatever now, rather than those hands out wide. So yeah, like that we're getting the fist options. But yeah, overall, for such a simple design, it's very nice to have in figure form, as this was one of the big deals coming out of WandaVision, was of course getting to see this sort of comic inspired emotionless Vision. But did he get his memories back? We shall see. We shall see where he turns up in the MCU. Surely it's not the last time we're going to see Paul Bettany in the MCU. He's playing very coy to interviews and whatnot, but yeah, maybe we shall see him again in the future. But yeah, this is very nice to have in figure form. Quickly go over articulation. The head joint does have a lot of range. You can get him looking all the way up, or you can get him burying the chin. So lots of range in the head, and there's a little bit of wiggle in there as well. But yeah, you're going to get him looking down and up is what you want. Cut on the waist is an ab crunch, of course. So back and forward. Forward pretty good. Back pretty good as well, considering the cape's there, but the cape will move with it, of course. There is a swivel at the waist, which is that waist cut there. There is obviously a bicep swivel at the top, double jointed elbows, very nice, and as I said, a hinge up and down in the wrists, and then the arms will go past 90. Like, look at that, they will go higher than 90 on both sides, so that's pretty good. There is a sort of thigh swivel as well. There's no boot cut. Double jointed knees go work out pretty well, to be fair. No boot cut, even though the shin pads look like there could be, but no. And then there is an ankle pivot with a decent hinge on there as well. So for Vision, you're going to want him flying, you're going to want him fighting. Like, it's not crazy articulation you need for this guy. So I think for the poses you're going to want your Vision in for the shelf, you can easily get him in one of those poses for on a flight stand or something, looking majestic, just hovering above your collection. So yeah, no complaints from me in regards to articulation. It's got everything that I require. So here we have Vision compared to Vision compared to Vision. So yes, you do have triple Vision. There are 3 Visions right now on the table. So as I said, the head sculpts are different, the capes are different, and there is some reuse on the body, but overall they do look like different figures when you get on both standing next to each other. And they do portray 2 different characters within the MCU, of course. This is Vision, obviously, in his original form. And then this is Vision at the end after he's been created, as he's been rebuilt, man-made, if you will, by Sword. And where is he now? Who knows? Who knows? But still, it's nice to have both represented on figure form on the shelf already. So yeah, you can find a place for all of these on your shelf for no question. As I said, Vision's been around since Age of Ultron, which was a while ago now. He's been in quite a few films. So yeah, sprinkle them around the display. We all need more Vision in our life. So here we have Vision and Scarlet Witch, the 2 figures that we have from WandaVision so far. Now let's be honest, there's a whole cast of characters that I would love to add to my collection, including Monica Rambeau. Of course we need Agatha Harkness. I'd take Jimmy Woo and Darcy. But yes, these 2 are the perfect 2 to start off with. And these 2 make the most sense in figure form. Obviously, finally we get Scarlet Witch in her Scarlet Witch form, and then Vision as the White Vision makes the most sense from that show, since we already have a couple of the other Visions. So yeah, I think Hasbro made the right choices in regards to the 2 first characters out the gate and what designs they gave a thumb in. However, I would even take them in a black and white version and a 50s style dress or whatever they want to give it a summit. I would take Wonder and Vision from every era of that show in figure form. I'm just saying, is that just me? Anyone else? Anyone? Now, there is a comic book White Vision out there that came in a 3-pack, I believe, that I don't have. I don't have it for comparison. However, I do still think you can fudge this White Vision into a comic book display if you want to. So here we have White Vision compared to 2 comic book Scarlet Witches. And again, it's not perfect. Obviously, he looks a little bit more high-tech, but still, I think it can be fudged. Can you have this MCU Vision in a comic display? I would say you can if you squint your eyes. I think you can make it work. But here we have Vision compared to Scarlet Witch and Scarlet Witch. For some more Marvel Legends Phase 4 comparison, here we have Black Widow and Yana Belova. Hopefully we see that Black Widow movie soon. But yeah, all of these are in Phase 4 of the MCU and we have them all in figure form. And my last question to you is, do you think we will see this version of White Vision in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? Let me know in the comments below. But one multiverse I would like to see crossover, I would like to see Hellfire Hank make his debut in the MCU. Who wouldn't? So final thoughts, this is a very nice representation of White Vision from WandaVision in action figure form. I think it's very nice. As I said, the cape is a completely different sculpt to the previous Vision. I called it a shower curtain, but it is very translucent. It works very nicely on the figure. Brand new head as well, which suits more for the sort of emotionless Vision that we get after he's been rebuilt by Sword. And I think the only criticism people had when they first seen this were those sort of milky, bone-coloured chin pads and sort of gauntlets on the wrists. However, I don't mind it at all. I think it gives it a little bit of contrast for display, makes it a little bit more interesting to look at rather than it just being all white. And if you look at the concept art and even look at the show, there are contrasts in the whites of the design, so I don't hate it at all. We even get the Mind Stone replaced with the blue and the little hint of blue in the eyes. Overall, this is a very nice figure. I'm very happy to have this version of Vision in the collection, and as I said, put him on a flight stand and he's going to stand out for sure. So you let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, are you a fan of White Vision? Where will we see him next in the MCU? Let me know in the comments below, as always. And who else would you like to see from WandaVision? As I said, so far we've only got Scarlet Witch and Vision. So who's next? Who would you like to see next in action figure form? Surely it's Agatha Harkness, right? Monica Rambeau? Jimmy Woo? Let me know in the comments below, as always. But if you like Marvel Legends, you're in the right place. Check out the videos tab, find the playlist, but most importantly, please, 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 hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. You can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much, much appreciated. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. I'm on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews. And I will, of course, see you on the next one.